Good morning, everybody. This is Kevin Cahill and Farmer Hughes. Let me adjust my microphone. And we are here in the home of the microphone. WTBR 89.7, Pittsfield Community Radio. Good morning, Farmer.
Good morning, Kevin, and good morning, everybody out there that's listening to us this morning on this first Sunday in June.
First Sunday in June. What a beautiful week it was, Farmer, largely.
It was a little scary at the beginning of the week, but it turned out really nice.
It did turn out really nice.
Yesterday was a killer day. It was almost near 80 degrees.
Summer is here-ish.
Oh, thank God. I don't like the cold anymore.
Well, we're going to have a warm show just for you, Farmer.
That's right.
We're going to be hearing from Bill Whalen and the Invisible Stars of University College Dublin. We'll be hearing from Michal Looney, Molsky, and as well as the Edenderry Band and Michael Dwyer's Escape Awakening from Andy Irvin. How about you, Farmer?
Well, I'm going to try to boil that water a little more with some cranberries, some rum jacks, Celtic Thunder, and if I have time, some Irish Rovers.
Excellent. We'll start off this morning with the tune Coast of Galicia, Bill Whalen, and the Invisible Stars of UCD.
I dreamed of my true love last last night. All in my arms I held her tight. When I awoke, she was not there. Now must I live without her. I rode to her door and her father did say, it's for her own sake that we've sent her away. Don't come anymore, for you'll never see her again. They've taken away my own true love, and tears wet my pillow like rain from above. She is the only one I love, my rainbow mid the willows. The night being stormy and late was the hour when I dreamed that I stood beneath a dark tower, crying there like a man in despair, where are you, oh my jewel? I rose from my bed and I mounted my steed, and through that quiet town at once I did speed. You are the only one, I cried, my rainbow mid the willows. When she heard these words from her love, she whispered so low from a window above, darling, I'd be in your company, but locks and chains do hinder. Stood for a moment in deepest despair, then I swore that locked room I would enter there, or I would know why she was locked and chained within there. Up stepped her father, stern and wise, likewise two brothers with hate in their eyes. Before you'd enter that locked room, in your life's blood you'll wallow. I broke down the door with my sword in my hand, and I shattered those chains, and at bay I did stand. Blood it was spilt, in rivers it ran, till they could fight no more. I rode from that tower, my love by my side, over mountain and moor, away we did ride. You are the only one, I cried, my rainbow mid life's willows.
Wasn't that cheerful, Farmer?
Yes, that was enough to warm up everybody and get them going for this first Sunday in June.
Absolutely. I agree. Those were reels. And they were the Edenderry reel, the Dangerous reel, the Newfound reel, the Out reel, from our good friend David Munnelly and his band Morga. And the name of the album is For the Sake of Old Decency. And before that, we heard from Andy Irvin and Donal Looney, who often play together. As I mentioned to you earlier, they were from The Frames, the band The Frames. The name of the tune was Rainbow Mid the Willow. I'm not sure what that means.
Okay.
It's a place name, I think. And the name of the album is The Long and the Short of It. And before that, we heard from the Invisible Stars of UCD, who are the choral singers. They're the students of choral work at University College Dublin. And they performed for us at the Coast of Galicia with Bill Whalen. So that was a nice set.
Yes, that was a really nice set.
And you're going to start us off our next nice set, Farmer.
Yes, I am, with Celtic Thunder.
These mist-covered mountains are a home now for me, but my home is the lowlands, and always will be. Someday you'll return to valleys and your farms, and you'll no longer burn to be brothers in arms. Through these fields of destruction, baptisms of fire, I've witnessed your suffering as the battles raged higher, and though they did hurt me so bad in the fear and alarm, you did not desert me, my brothers in arms. There's so many different worlds, so many different suns. We have just one world, but we live in different ones. Now the sun's gone to hell, and the moon's riding high. Let me bid you farewell. Every man has to die, but it's written in the starlight, and every line on your palm. We're fools to make war on our brothers in arms.
Michael Dwyer is my name. I'll not deny the same. In the mountains of West Wicklow I was born. I was in a fight of late with the men of 98 when we took Enniscorthy by storm. When the rising was put down, we very quickly found that in our own homes we could no longer dwell. But many's a lonely cave some form of comfort gave, and the people of these mountains know us well. Well, the snow was falling fast and the night was far advanced when the 3 safe houses came in view. The weather was severe, but a guard was posted near, though the dangers on a night like this seemed few. But some sneaking little spy to his master he did fly, and may I live to even up the score. For it's when we awoke, to be sure it was no joke, to find 100 Highland soldiers at the door. "Come out, you rebel band," cried the captain in command. "You do not have a prayer, not a hope. Surrender to me now, and your lives, I vow, will be spared the bullet and the rope." Says Dwyer to his men, "Boys, here we are again, though I'm afraid this time it cannot be denied. It would take more than God's grace to defend this place from a regiment of soldiers outside." The house was set on fire with McAllister and Dwyer, expecting to perish in the flames. With the powder and the smoke they were nearly overcome, crying a curse upon your bloody Highland games. From behind the stable wall a well-aimed musket ball caused McAllister pain he could not hide. As his gun was blown away, he looked down with dismay at his arm hanging useless by his side. He says, "Dwyer, I'm done. Hand me up your gun. Let's see what a spring you can make." As he opened the door, he gave one loud roar, "I die for my country's sake." The volley rang out and Dwyer sprang forth. Poor Sam received the fire. Oh, generous and brave McAllister gave up his life for Michael Dwyer. Well, before they could reload, he was halfway down the road with a kilted Scotsman snapping at his heels. The troopers held their fire till they saw what might transpire, and they watched as Dwyer tripped him in the field. Running like a mountain goat, no trousers, no coat, his bare feet were bleeding to be sure. As he crossed the black banks, he offered hearty thanks and got safely to a cave in Glenmalure. We lost 3 men that day, our captain got away, and the others surrendered on the spot. 3 of them, alas, were hanged in bolting glass, the others went before the firing squad. Dwyer fought the law 5 years, maybe more, till at last to Dublin he did go. And from there he set sail, bound for New South Wales, far from the county Wicklow.
I like that. That was called Jigs into Polka. So we heard jigs first, and then we heard a polka.
Well, I guess so. It sounded so well, it matched in perfectly.
It did. It did. This is a German album from Gudrun Walther and Jürgen Treys. And they're very enamored with Irish music. And so this is a 2-CD set. The first CD seems more traditional German folk / maybe Irish music. Titles like Here ist Freude, Tanz, Ich weiß an Wein Brauns Magdalene. So that's the German side. And then CD 2 is the Irish side with the Roseville Fair, the Moving Pint, and as you just heard, Jigs into Polka. So that was pleasant enough.
It was.
And we also heard another tune from Andy Irvin, who tells a good story, with Michael Dwyer's Escape. And you started us off, Farmer.
I did. I started us off with Celtic Thunder, and the song was Brothers in Arms, and that was off the Celtic Thunder album.
Okay. And you're going to start us off.
Yes, we're going to
A new one.
kick this one off with the Cranberries.
So I go walking on the shore and wonder what I'm walking for. Rain falling in the stream as I tried to figure out what it all means. And I find chameleon dreams in my mind. Took a little ride on the carousel. When will it end? I can never tell. Keep spinning till the soul's serene, till I've got no reason to figure out what it means. And I find chameleon dreams in my mind. Step into the soul serene, the soul serene. Step into the soul serene, the soul serene. Step into the soul serene, the soul serene. Step into the soul serene. Where have you been all my life? So I go walking on the shore, wonder what I'm walking for. All steady sunlight seen, but something tells me all is not as it seems. And I find chameleon dreams in my mind. The soul serene, the soul serene. Step into 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 Where have you been? The songs of my life. Step into Where have you been? The songs of my life. Step into Where have you been? All my life.
lies, be it gloomy or bright, my soul, happy friends, shall be with you that night, shall join in your revels, your sports, and your wiles, and return to me beaming all o'er with your smiles. Too blessed if it tells me that mid the gay cheer some kind voice had murmured, I wish he were here. Let fate do her worst, there are relics of joy, bright dreams of the past which she cannot destroy, which come in the night time of sorrow and care, and bring back the features that joy used to wear. Long, long be my heart with such memories filled as that vase in which roses have once been distilled. You may break, you may shatter the vase if you will, but the scent of the roses will hang around it still.
Maria O'Hara there.
Any relation to Maureen?
I don't know. I wonder if Maureen, Maureen O'Hara, that was her real name, too.
Yeah,
Was it?
yeah.
So, I don't know. That's a good question. They're the same generation.
Yeah.
But it's certainly a unique voice. I really like her voice, and she does a great job with some of the traditional Irish music that we all love. The name of that album, Down by the Glenside, Farewell, but Whenever.
Farewell and whatever.
And Whatever is the name of that tune. And before that, we heard from Josephine Marsh with her accompanist Jimmy McGregor with Humble Lashing Down Pipe.
Humble Lashing Down the Pipe.
And you started us
I
off
did.
there?
I started us off with the Cranberries. And the song was Dreams. And that was off Dreams, the collection. So we'll be hearing more from them. I haven't listened to that album all the way through yet.
Oh, you haven't? Okay.
No, I've only had it for 3 years.
So today in Irish history, or in Irish American history, I should say,
Irish American history.
on June 2nd, that's today,
Yes.
the Battle of Ridgeway was fought in Ontario, when approximately 600 to 800 members of the Fenian Brotherhood, all veterans of the American Civil War, crossed the Niagara River from Buffalo and clashed with hundreds of Canadian soldiers. The plan was described by the Irish Republican Brotherhood founder James Stephens as a, quote, scheme of wreaking revenge upon England through her Canadian possessions, unquote, and devised by Cork-born millionaire William Randall Roberts. Roberts' plan split the Fenian Brotherhood, period. Founding member John O'Mahony disapproved, as did James Stephens. Nonetheless, on June 1st, they crossed the border into Canadian territory, occupying the town of Fort Erie, and issue a proclamation signed by Thomas William Sweeney, quote, to the people of British America, we come among you as foes of British rule in Ireland, looking about us for an enemy, and we find him here. To Irishmen throughout these provinces, we appeal in the name of 7 centuries of British iniquity and Irish misery and suffering. In the names of our murdered sires, our desolate homes, our desecrated altars, are millions of famine graves, our insulted name and race, to stretch forth the hand of brotherhood in the cause of fatherland. 2 Canadian military units were deployed to the area, led by Colonel Alfred Brooker. They first appeared to get the better of the Fenians. They were eventually routed in a bayonet charge ordered by John O'Neill, a former U.S. cavalry officer. 9 Canadian soldiers were killed in the battle. Victory for the Fenians, however, was short-lived. Knowing that 3,000 Imperial troops were advancing on the area, O'Neill evacuated his men the following day. Many were arrested by U.S. authorities on their way back and eventually released on the condition that they would return to their home states. So,
There you go.
there you go. That today in Irish history, the Battle of Ridgeway.
Ridgeway.
And now we're going to hear number 1.
We are going to hear number 14.
Here we go.
Farewell.
No.
But
already held that.
whenever you welcome the hour.
It's good enough.
The problem is I had 214s.
Yeah.
Solid earth and a different skies. This was not the town that he left behind. Killing for a piece of cold, new bread. Take the dough, stop around the thrown in the snow. You know, that's the way to watch your poor mother go. The landlord closed out on top of the hill. Sight set, went for the kill. Yeah. The gate swings open and the guns hit the ground. Pedaling a prowess as a new kid in town. War scars, warm, proud, loud like metal. Rage going off like a kettle. Judge, oh judge, can you help me out? This isn't making sense, can you tell me how? You're justified in sentence, down and men that just for stealing. And didn't think you'd hang from the ceiling. The judges and the masters are hanging from the rafters. Judges and the masters swinging in the cold. All the dead are laughing, and all the church walls cracking. Judges and the masters, statistics are I was a man of the grudges. I've always paid my debts when I could. So you can hang on the judges. The scales never did me no good. And as the ship sails off with an orbit smell, a starman stayed under a wicked ground. War for conquest, war for the books. The blind being led by the crooks. The judges and the masters are hanging from the rafters. Judges and the masters swinging in the cold. All the dead are laughing, and all the church walls cracking. Judges and the masters, statistics are
The provost thought there was a walk in the lane. Oh, but that love 'twas easy one, and she heard a scar. Scots prisoner of Mark in his bane. And she was the floor of Northumberland. And it's Ogan a lassie would marry me. Ogan a love, 'twas easy one. I would make her a lady o' high degree. Ere she loose me out o' this prison sae strong. And she's done her bent to her father's bedstock. Oh, what a love, 'twas easy one. And she's stolen the keys for many brave locks, to loosen him from his prison sae strong. And she's done her bent to her father's stable. Oh, what a love, 'twas easy one. And she's stolen the steed that was baith meat and able, to haul them on to bonny Scotland. As they were riding across the Scotsmuir, he said, oh, but your love, 'twas easy one. Get down from a horse, your brazen-faced whore, although you're the floor of Northumberland. For it's I have my wife in my own country. Oh, but your love, 'twas easy one. And I can't do nothing with a lassie like thee. So you'll need to get back to Northumberland. A cook in your kitchen I surely will be. Oh, my love, 'twas easy one. For I carry him to my own country. Although on the floor of Northumberland, a cook in my kitchen you carry will be. Oh, but your love, 'twas easy one. For my lady she wouldn't servants like thee. So you'll need to get to Northumberland. But late was he, the lassie to time. Oh, but her love, 'twas easy one. So he's hired her a horse and he's hired her a man, and he sent her back home to Northumberland. When she got in, her father did frown and said, oh, but your love, 'twas easy one to gang wi' a Scotsman when you're barely 15, and even the floor of Northumberland. But when she got in, her mother did smile and said, oh, but your love, 'twas easy one. But you know the first that the Scots say beguiled, and you're welcome back home to Northumberland. You would want bread and you would want wine, although your love, 'twas easy one. And you would want silver to buy a man with, and I the floor of Northumberland.
That was the Tannehill Weavers with Bra Burn the Bridges,
Well,
whoever Bra is. And before that, we heard the Flower of Northumberland from the Barleycorn, who were playing with the Johnstons.
there you go.
And you were starting us off, as you usually do, Farmer?
I started us off with the Rumjacks, and that was Naysayers, and that was off their meeting album Hostas.
Ah, okay.
Hostia. Who knows?
Something like that.
Yeah. I
So-
can't read it that well because I wrote it in real small.
So to end the show, we're going to be hearing from Bobby Casey and John McLaughlin with the Bank of Ireland Reel. So this is Kevin Cahill and Farmer Hughes signing off for another week. Please listen to our show again next week, and please listen to all the locally produced programming here at 89.7 WTBR Pittsfield Community Radio.
And like I do every week, everybody have a good week. I want to shout out to Joe. Just don't listen to Joe. And I will be good, be kind, and keep those Irish eyes a-smiling.
Guram Ugat Gusjihi Shahugan.